Countdown. Yo,
What's happening?
What's good, everybody? What's good? It took us a while to get live, but hey, we here.
We wanted to make sure the Wi-Fi was straight before we went live. We've been seeing too many Wi-Fi issues lately.
No, sir, we're not in the country. We country, but we ain't in the country. How about that?
We southern, and we in the country. We ain't in the country.
Right. Me and my guy Hop, we was talking, and we decided, it was a lot of shows out there, but it wasn't a show talking about just the retrospective of things that we like from our era, meaning the 80s and the 90s. So we just kind of came together and bumped our heads a little bit, and we was like, wouldn't it be dope if we came out with a show that talked about nothing but a retrospective of anything between sneakers, movies, clothing, TV shows, music, you name it, we'll talk about it. And I think we came up with a show, and we're getting everything together for this show. So y'all kind of bear with us. We're working out the bugs, this, that, and the third. It's mainly going to be on Black Ass African channel. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. And once we kind of get everything going, we're going to probably build a channel strictly for this talk here. So let me pass it over to my man so he can introduce himself.
It's your boy, Hop Dog 18. You can just call me Hop, as you can see on the screen. Yeah, we was talking, and of course we're a little seasoned, and we just wanted to come through and just talk about the stuff that we like. We're like 80s and 90s babies, or
right.
We came up in that era. We we actually got to watch Jordan play.
Exactly.
And a lot of the old school basketball and baseball, back when you had to draw blood to get ejected from the game. So
handshaking wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah. No, it was more like get this chicken wing. You get this chicken wing real quick. So yeah, we was talking. I think we coming up with working out ideas on what we want to do to I don't know what that was.
That was the love song, man. You got to keep going, bro.
You get in the mood, ain't it? But yeah, we just wanted to come through, man, and just share the stuff that we love. The stuff that we love and that we want to talk about. So, like you were saying, bear with us. If you like what we're talking about, we're gonna more likely be on Black's channel. So like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that notification button. You know how they do it. But we will be on his channel more than likely. If we do switch it up, we'll definitely give you guys a heads up and let you know. But for the most part, we're going to be on hashtag Keeping It OG's channel, and going back in the time machine, man. So hopefully you guys will like it. Hopefully you'll tune in to watch to see what we are talking about, and feel free to comment, share your experiences on what we're talking about, and you never know, man. We might have you on. We're not too opposed to not having people on and chopping it up with people and letting them tell their experiences, if they have coincidental experiences or if they feel what we're talking about. So with that being said, we're here. If you got any suggestions for us, as my boy Beard Jedi says, Feel free to shoot us some suggestions. If you like what we're talking about, hit the like button. If you don't like, hit the dislike button and tell us what you don't like. And that's from my man Beard Jedi.
Right.
So
we got a guest in the house. I've been knowing this guy I think about a couple of years. Met him. I've been knowing him through his YouTube page. I think he needs to come back on YouTube, if you ask me. I think when I did I was on Talking Kicks, and I was talking just 90s nostalgia as far as sneaker wise. He caught on to it, and from that point on, we just been clicking ever since. You know what I'm saying? So, don't want to further along the introduction of the Ewing Squad 33 leader extraordinaire, El Presidente Numero Uno, CEO. Is it any more AKAs I need to say? You know what I'm saying? I got one more. Battle starter. But we'll get in that later. We're
definitely gonna have to address that one.
But let's go ahead and get him in here, man. Let's get him from backstage, man.
What up?
It's the Fat Boy Snacks, ThrowbacKing.
Y'all can hear me, right?
What's happening, man?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. I'm working with that cheap ass internet, so
man, come on, you ain't got that 56K, do you now?
No. I'm still working with that dial up.
What's good, man? What's good with you?
What's going on, man?
Hey,
Yo, it's crazy. This is the first time I'm ever live on YouTube, so
really?
Yeah. So,
well, we're privileged to have you live for the first time on YouTube.
When you called and asked me to be on, I had to be on, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man.
What's going on, Hop?
How you doing, brother? You popped your cherry on Black's channel, huh?
Yo, straight up. He's doing raw dog.
Hey, man, this is PG. This PG, bro. We ain't popping no chairs, none of that, man.
All right.
How you doing?
Ain't no beef on this channel and not like that, right?
How you doing this evening, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm home, relaxing, chilling.
Yeah.
Had a long day, but I saw Black hit me up. I when Black hit me up, I'm like, yo, we're gonna talk about some 90s weeks, which I love.
We're not talking about 90s kicks. We're not talking about 90s
whatever.
Kicks.
I'm not
we're talking about 60s kicks.
60s.
So we got two Ewing fans in the house, right? We got two Ewing fans, New York Knicks fans in the house, right?
Right. I'm not a Knicks fan. That's my second team.
He's not a Knicks fan.
I'm a Sixers fan.
Oh, okay.
Patrick Ewing. No, the thing is, I'm a Georgetown fan. So Patrick Ewing was the beast in the 90s, man. I grew up being a Georgetown fan, and Iverson is the reason I was a Georgetown fan. Iverson's the reason I'm a Sixers fan. Then then Patrick Ewing, the Knicks. Living in Northeast, I'm from Connecticut, but we don't have a professional team, so I always cheer.
Y'all ain't by yourself, man. We don't either.
Yeah, so
we country Bama, so our my professional team is that's like
exactly.
So it's kind of weird to have my second team as the Knicks, being a Sixers fan because they're both in the East. So, but like I said, growing up a Sixers fan was not easy. So I know being a Knicks fan ain't easy either. So. You can never call me a bandwagon being a Sixers fan. I'll tell you that.
That's what I say about the Knicks, bro. That's what I say about the Knicks.
But right now, we shining right now. But I keep my hopes.
Hey, man, y'all might be going to the
don't say that. I don't say that. If it happens, it happens. Great. I'm so used to losing. So
right.
So you're a Sixers fan, right? Sixers.
Yeah.
So what you think about Joel, man? And I mean, do you like how he is, because he's a trash talker now.
No, I like it. I like he backs it up.
Off.
If he was popping off and he was trash, then I have a problem with it.
Yeah,
but he backs it up. That's the thing. When he gets in people's heads, I love it. Honestly, being a Sixers fan, I already know what's gonna happen. I'm predicting it right now. You're hearing it first. They're gonna trade Joel Embiid. I put money on it.
Really?
I got a feeling they're gonna trade him, and they're gonna focus around Simmons.
Why you feel like they're gonna trade him though?
Because that whole Simmons and Embiid not getting along, and I feel like Al Horford coming in. Al Horford looking like I'm not a big fan of Al Horford, but he's looking really good. I think he's a great backup for Embiid. But I think the only thing that was stopping us in the playoffs against Boston was Al Horford. For some reason, he has Embiid's number.
because his defense.
Old ass Al Horford, yeah, you would think.
Man, yeah, Al Horford, man, he's a beast, bro. You know what I mean? It's something about him, man. It's something about him.
Yeah, well, see, he's not like the flashiest player, but he will get you, 12 to 10 to 12 points.
Yeah, like
he's a hard-nosed basic player. Yeah, he's a hard-nosed basic player. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
He's not flashy, but he gets the job done.
Right. At the end of his career, you look at his numbers, like, well, but it's one of those dudes, man, that is quiet. He's quietly, but the thing is, he has a mouth on him too. So
yeah,
yeah,
he does.
I've been watching him since Florida, so in the Gator days. So I know that team, but I don't know. That's just my prediction. So just being a Sixers fan, they're gonna do something stupid, and I think they're gonna trade Embiid.
Wow. So did you like it when they? Did you like it when they got Jimmy Butler and then traded him? How did you feel about that?
I wasn't a big fan of Jimmy Butler. Butler's dope, but he's more of a diva, if anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say his attitude.
Yeah, you see when he left the Wolves started coming up after he left, and now he's in Miami. He was dope. It was exciting to have him on the team and stuff like that, but I'd rather have, I'm so used to with the 76ers with Iverson, they just put a bunch of role players around him. He wasn't a role player. He didn't want to have that title as a role player because that was Embiid's team and Simmons' team. He didn't want to be that third amigo. But I like go ahead.
Since we was talking about the Sixers, I just thought about something. I think it was it Bleacher Report? They had the top 50 NBA players of all time, and Allen Iverson was not on the list. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I have to go back and look at that list because I hadn't really seen it.
That's crazy.
They didn't have Iverson on the list though. One of the league's prolific scorers of all time. This man averaged 29.3 points, something like that a game. Bruh, come on. In the playoffs, he was busting.
Yeah.
He led a sorry ass Sixers team.
Hey man, I know they were garbage, but we did have Mutombo. He was the defensive player of the year. Then we had the 6-man player of the year, and I forgot his name. I can't remember. My mind just went blank. And then we had the coach of the year with Coach Brown.
I'm not trashing the team.
No, I'm just saying. No. I felt like if we didn't play the Lakers that year in the finals, I think we would have won the finals. The Lakers was a monster. We won that first game. I was oh my god! We wasn't even supposed to win that one game because they were big. they swept everybody in the playoffs.
Right.
But they gave me. That's all I have bragging rights that we beat the Lakers game 1, and that's it. So far.
Did that go to overtime?
No.
It didn't. Okay.
That's that step over.
I was gonna say
that's the step over game. That's right.
Yeah, the step over game. Game 1, and after that, Shaq just was dominating Mutombo and McCullough.
Yeah.
Our squad could not hit. What's his name? Shaq is the one that dominated us. It wasn't Kobe. It was definitely Shaq. Because
he won the MVP
it couldn't
for the finals, right?
We had Mutombo. You would think defensive player of the year. He was just killing. All the highlights you see in that finals is him.
Shaq was just like a bully back then too. You know, he was just bullying. You know,
that's when he was Shaq Diesel, man. That was Superman.
Mutombo was just lighting the ass, bro. That's all that was.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said he was bullying him.
Hey, speaking of Mutombo,
no, is that a throwback shirt?
Nah, it's a reprint.
Oh, it's a reprint.
I wish it was.
You got the Mutombos on?
Nah, they down here.
How you not have the Mutombos on?
Hey man, don't get in my business, man.
You find out you got the chocolates on right now. Slide.
I got the Mutombo slides on right now.
I was like, you got the Denver hat on.
Hey, I almost put a jacket on, but it ain't cold enough out here.
Yo, when I called you all on that challenge, I started thinking, damn, what the fuck did I just do? Because that's all, I started setting myself some rules. I was like, all right, we're gonna do this challenge, but no Nikes. That's one rule. And then 90s, I was like, fuck, I like all my hot shit is 89 that I have. And I was like, man, I can't. Then everything I have, I don't want to bring out. Going against you, I got to bring out some crazy shit, man. But I
got something for you, man.
But the thing is, we kind of have the same vibes when it comes to 80s and 90s sneakers and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not a big Jordan guy. I own one pair of Jordans. I used to have more, but I just sold them all. I only have the Jordan 2s, which is my favorite Jordans.
Right.
And that's it. I mean, I just grew up not being a Jordan guy. I always, I grew up like Sean Kemp and Barkley and KJ and fucking Kemp and Payton. And my favorite player growing up was Mark Price. So that tells you a lot.
Price?
Mark Price was, I used to trade Jordan cards. I used to try trade Jordan cards for Mark Price cards. That was my dude. Mark Price was my dude.
Wait.
Yeah, I was that.
Okay, that's what I said, Mark.
I was that dumb kid.
Out of all those players in the league back then, he said,
"How, Sway? Tell me how."
Price, don't get me wrong, Mark Price. He was cold now. He was cold now.
I'm not sleep on it, but that's just not a player that you would say that was my favorite player of all time. I would have never.
NBA Jams is Mark Price and Brad Daugherty all day. Yeah. Mark Price was Jane Threes. I think that's where it started. Mark Price with Jane Threes on NBA Jams. That was my guy. Playing with the Cavaliers, man. So yeah, I was a big Mark.
Let's get into it, man. Mr. Throwback King. First of all,
I feel like I'm about to get you get
No, man. Just so the people can know who you is, man.
What's up?
How did you get your name Throwback King first?
So when I started when I was in the military, my nickname was Snacks with a Z. But
right. You sound like you had all the snacks back then.
Snacks. Fat Boy Snacks. I used to call them Fat Boy Snacks. That's why I got my IG name. I used to like, Little Debbie's and stuff. We call them Fat Boy Snacks. So the snacks thing stuck with me. The Throwback King thing is when I started on YouTube, I was the first. I could claim that I was the first person to show jersey collections. This is back in man.
I remember this too, man.
I've been on YouTube since like 2006 or something like that. Like I said, I don't have big numbers or anything, but I have my own lane. I started showing my jersey collections, like with Mitchell and Ness and all these throwback jerseys, and
that was back then. That was back. I remember. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but I remember back then. They had a lot of those bootleg jerseys going around.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
That was crazy. So I'm gonna tell you who kind of had put me on the throwback jerseys, and that was Big Boy from Outkast.
Oh, he's the one that started with the Astros jersey on his
back. So yeah, that was a big time bootlegging thing before they started bootlegging shoes back then.
Right. It was the big throw. Yeah, so I started a page because I felt like I was the only one. With people, basically the stories when people started doing sneaker YouTube videos. I never seen anybody do any jersey collections. I feel like maybe somebody out there will appreciate my jersey collection. And then little by little, I started building this, group of 10, 15 people that were just making videos, shouting each other out. And that's how the jersey community started here on YouTube. It's dope that I can be one of those people that's, one of those pioneers that started the whole jersey thing on YouTube, because people think YouTube's a big world, man. If you're into something, there's a YouTube video for it.
Exactly.
And jerseys was my lane on YouTube, and with throwback jerseys, I just put Throwback King of Throwback, something like that. So I was trying to be creative with it, and it just stuck. And then from there, I was making videos and showing how to, I was doing the things that you guys were doing, showing the authentics jerseys, see what to look for, what's supposed to be stitched, what's supposed to be screened on, how the materials are supposed to be. And I'm glad that helped a lot of people out. And then I started a page on Facebook called Kings of Throwbacks, which is the biggest jersey community on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, it's a jersey. We have over 3,000 members.
I never knew about that, man.
Yeah, Kings of Throwbacks. Check it out. It's Kings with a Z and Throwbacks with a Z at the end. Kings of Throwbacks.
I got you.
So it's the biggest jersey page on Facebook, and there's a lot of people that that do legit checks. On eBay, like Hop said, there's so many fakes out there.
It is.
So with me, I have the eye and I can spot a fake from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's one of my talents. You know what I'm saying? I can look at a jersey from a mile. I could tell you if it's fake or not. But it's one of those things that we all help each other out. There's a real dope community. And, people are searching for things. They sell, trade, and stuff like that. And a lot of legit checks almost every day to this day. Mitchell and Ness jerseys are my thing that I can really spot fakes.
That's your specialty.
But now, yeah, that's my specialty. But some people are better at, gamers and Reeboks and Nike jerseys, the new stuff. Right. Now it's it's kind of hard. They really, like you said, like the fake sneakers are getting good. The jerseys are getting really good too.
So let me ask you a question. A while ago, when we was going up to Maryland, I was looking for a jersey. And I know who to go to now if I need a legit check on a jersey, by the way.
Sure. Keys of Throwbacks. Go to Facebook. I'm telling you.
No, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
You telling me?
I'm coming to you. I'm coming straight to the source, bro. I was looking for a Jordan White Sox jersey. Baseball.
Yeah, Mitchell Ness never made that.
Exactly. Right. And they're all over eBay. Over eBay.
Yeah, like the only thing you can find from that is like on Keys of Throwbacks, people have made customized jerseys. They take old Rawlings baseball jerseys, which was the era that when Michael Jordan played baseball,
right?
And people like Jordan didn't play professional baseball; he was still, with the Barons and stuff like that.
Right. I was looking for one of them too, and I've only found one really, really authentic one, and that was on Dr. Funk's gallery. But it was like I think it was like a large, but it was an authentic jersey, and I've never really seen that one before.
A lot of people take the old jerseys and just customize them. There's a lot of great customizers that take everything to the T as far as like the exact fonts and the measurements and everything, and they'll do it spot on. So as far as finding authentic. There's no such thing as an authentic Jordan White Sox jersey.
Okay. Now,
unless unless you get it from LOB shop from Chicago.
Yeah. Now, I will say this: the Birmingham Barons website a few years ago, they did have a Jordan jersey on there, and it didn't have his name on it; it just had the number.
Right. Right.
But since you said something, and this is kind of going, let me see how I can put this. You saying like people customize jerseys now?
Right.
Okay. I know you've seen like the thing where they was talking about a lot of people are customizing shoes.
Right.
But is what some people are saying, like, okay, say for instance, I'm not saying any names, but at a sneaker con they had a shoe, they were selling a kid shoe at sneaker con. They were saying it was a custom shoe.
The custom, yeah.
Yeah, but to me a custom is taking an original shoe and altering it, putting different colors on it, but the base of it is an original shoe.
Right.
So are they, when you say a customized jersey, are they taking like an original jersey and they're just altering it, or they just making a whole completely jersey?
Nah, see, but like you said, the jersey world is a whole different world compared to sneaker, because the sneaker world is like, forget about it, custom, authentic, super fake, super real, whatever you guys want to use. That's a whole different world. In the jersey community, is either fake jersey or real jersey. When you customize a jersey, sometimes, like for example, I have a friend of mine that had a 1994 Los Angeles Rams Bettis jersey, and he had somebody strip the numbers and make it into a Jackie Slater. So that's basically taking an authentic, stripping the numbers and putting on a different player. For example, some people like, if you get a garbage ass player of a jersey, like you know what I'm saying, like a jersey that's really hard to find is how you call it, for example, is Lynch Seahawks jersey, his first year run. So that's like a hard jersey to find an authentic. So somebody will take like a Matt Hasselbeck jersey, strip the numbers, and have somebody professionally put the Lynch, put the Lynch with the nameplate and everything like that. So when it comes to customizing jerseys, that's basically just taking a player that you don't like, and just taking the jersey, getting the the template of the jersey and just putting your own name on it.
So I can get a Jordan one made like that?
Excuse me?
I could get a Jordan jersey, like if I could get me like an older White Sox jersey, and
for sure.
What does something like that run?
That depends on how good you want to customize it and make it. Because like I had a custom made, but if you go to the Kings of Throwback, I keep promoting my page, but there's people that can point you to the right direction. And like people would have an authentic White Sox jersey. For example, if you have a White Sox Kalinkaro, whatever, or Frank Thomas, which I would never.
No, I wouldn't deface that one.
Right. Like just take a regular blank White Sox jersey and have it set, and they will do it. They'll put the numbers exactly where it needs to be in the right fonts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, you're right. I've gone on eBay and seen these jerseys, and these White Sox Jordan jerseys are horrible.
Yeah.
The leaves will be really small. The numbers will be huge. It's just way off, and it's the way the jersey is cut, all boxy and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I can keep going about jerseys, man. You might as well change your subject.
Oh no, it's all good because I got a couple of I don't know if you would call them throwbacks. They used to sell them at Foot Locker. They didn't have the name and the numbers on them, but they were they were Cooperstown jerseys. Like I got a
jersey. That's a prime example of you can take that jersey and have somebody put a nameplate on it and stuff like that. So
I got a White Sox jersey. I got a Padres jersey. I got a Astros jersey. But the White Sox jersey I got is the blue one and red one, and it's got the Sox on it. I got that.
That's a Carlton Fisk days.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is kind of an example. Like if you take that White Sox jersey and turn it into a Jordan, you can't turn around and say this is an authentic,
right? Of course,
Jordan jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Like even though he did do batting practice in that jersey though.
Right.
I actually got a baseball card with him like that.
Yeah, but that was of course that was before he started playing. That was before he retired. I think he was just out there just having batting practice with him.
Yeah,
and I think that was right before. Yeah, that was right before they switched the jerseys, I believe.
Yeah, he didn't even play.
Yeah,
not an inning with the White Sox. He just stayed with the affiliate.
Because I think I got that same baseball card.
Let me ask you something, throwback, while we talking about jerseys. I'm sitting here looking at one right now. I actually have a Pittsburgh Steelers Rod Woodson jersey. Now, what would that run me if I wanted to just off it?
Well, it depends because like the jersey nerd is about to come at me. Because if you have a starter version, the starter version has a Doreen jersey, which is his rookie year. It would be a round neckline with the See, that's a starter replica jersey.
Oh, so it's
It's not an authentic game like the authentic version. But that's the starter version.
Well, fine. I'll put this shit back then.
No, that's like getting because right now I collect champion. I collect those '90s champion jerseys now. That's what I'm getting into. The stuff I used to wear when I was in high school and in middle school. So since I lost a little weight, I can actually wear them now. So that's what I've been getting into. So it's like I don't know. I just like the materials better. It's easier to wear.
People don't know nothing about them old champion jerseys, bro. So what's your latest pickup?
The latest one I got was what is it? Anthony Mason. Anthony Mason.
We like to show it on. We like to show it too. You have to show it to us.
Oh, I got you, man. I'll be right back.
Should have told him to bring some more while he was up there.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we got like 4 people in the chat. So, shout out to everybody in the chat.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Go hit that like button if you like what we how the show's going so far. Appreciate you for sliding through. Whoever you are. Yeah,
show your
man.
face. Show your face.
He like when I started looking at him, man, he was doing like a lot of the vintage sneakers, and he was throwing the jerseys in it too. I was tongue tied. Yeah, he was throwing the jerseys in it too, and that's how I kind of gravitated to him and looking at his videos and stuff. And back then I was like, I was kind of small fried. I was just commenting on everybody's page and wasn't really trying to do nothing for myself. And then when I started doing something, on my own, and like I said, we linked up with Talking Kicks, and then it was just, it's just been a nice friendship we got going on. Like anytime I hit this man up, talk to him, whatever. Like I think he was there when we actually did a live sneaker battle. I mean, it was just something impromptu, but it was fun. Yeah, I had a blast. It had the juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? So I like the way this dude rock, man. And anytime he call, I'm there. Anytime I call, I'm pretty sure he'll be there too. So
yeah, for sure, man, 100%, bro. So I got the old Mason Charlotte Hornets.
Nice.
So this is the stuff like I'm trying to get back into, and it's really hard to find these jerseys without being cracked and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
this material that I picked up.
do you have the Mason Ewings to go with that?
No, I don't have it. I don't have it yet. It's still I'm kind of
Okay.
until it goes on sale because then Jason Kidd. I just love like this is what I
like that.
High school.
That's
I would wear, you know.
That's the Suns jersey I like.
And this was like my first jersey I got as a kid from JCPenney's. I believe it was like $29.99 back in the day. It was Jeff Blake. Jeff Blake.
Bengals.
Okay, it's one of my first jerseys. So I'm going back and just getting stuff that I used to have as a kid or in high school and stuff like that. So that's what I've been getting into lately. Since Mitchell and Ness is taxing like crazy right now.
Yeah, man, Mitchell and Ness been taxing.
Yeah. But back in the day, they used to vary. The prices used to vary. Now it seems like everything's $300 now.
Yeah,
it's getting crazy. It's dope that they're getting a lot of bigger names and a lot of like they just came out with a Nick Van Exel Lakers jersey, which is amazing. But those prices, man, ain't amazing. It's like they never have sales either. So
yeah. On those, is it a certain spot that you like look for them at?
eBay's the only spot, man.
Yeah, I figured that.
Now, but you have to have that eye. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the eye for sneakers. I have the eye for jerseys.
Right.
There's one of those things you can find great deals. Like that Anthony Mason, I'll probably pay like $30 for it. You know, I know I can easily resell that and get some good money for it. But
that's something you want, though.
Yeah, it's something I want. So
yeah. Hey, man, it's a dope thing that you're doing though on everything.
Yeah, I know it's a trend. Past couple of years, a lot of people are going crazy with Champion and stuff like that.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, Champion made a comeback. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I remember I used to get Champion at Walmart, and then suddenly Champion collabs with Timberland. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I'm not knocking it's dope, but it's funny because right now, what's hot in Walmart is Russell. I remember the Russell sweatsuits when I was in high school. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Russell, right?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The Russell sweatsuit with the little R on the bottom. I'm like, yo, they used to be the couples used to wear the same sweatsuit.
Russell used to make college football jerseys.
Yeah.
I had a Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson Auburn jersey. Russell.
Yeah, that's what.
But see, I'm not an Auburn fan, so I gave it to my partner who's an Auburn fan. I gave it to him for his birthday. Because my wife was like, you got to get that jersey out of here. You know what I mean? I was like, but it's Bo Jackson. She said, but it's Auburn.
The only thing I don't wear is Michigan. I don't mess with anything Michigan.
Wait. You're not coming in.
You would never see me in anything.
Look,
baby yellow.
See, you was my partner until you said something like that now.
Oh, man.
That's the only thing. That's the only way we're going to bump heads, man. That's the only time we're gonna bump heads. So
you know what? I had a Ohio State. It was a Salem shirt. It was a Salem shirt, like it was for basketball though. And I wore it to high school. I wore it to high school. I was in the 10th grade. So this dude walked up to me and said, "Hey man, I thought you was a Michigan fan." And I looked down. And I was like, "Yeah, that is blasphemy." You know what I'm saying? So man, you know what? I turned around, took it home, ripped it up, threw it in the garbage, and I started back wearing my Michigan stuff. I don't know what made me buy that Buckeye shirt. I don't know why. I don't know why.
You would never see me in navy blue and yellow. The only time I had anything with navy blue and yellow was a Pacers jersey. That's it. And I still felt kind of off. So every year I would.
So you weren't a Fab Five fan? That what you telling me?
No. Now see, the thing is football, 100% football with me. But I still won't rock anything Michigan. But
you wasn't a Fab Five. Did you answer that? Was your Fab Five?
It was crazy. I was a bigger Juwan Howard fan than anybody. Like I always like the odd player for some reason, like Mark Price, right. Juwan Howard. Everybody was Chris Webber and Jalen Rose. I was a Juwan Howard guy, especially when he was a beast to me. But the Fab Five was dope. They were classic, man. They
was dope. They was dope. That Auburn jersey, man. I had never seen one like it because it had the stitching on it, but it had the I guess you could say the iron-on numbers, but everything else was stitched. It had an Auburn stitch.
Russell came out with a line of throwback jerseys, which I was a really big fan of.
Yeah,
they just ran really long for some reason. That's the reason I stopped.
It was kind of big.
Yeah, they were real long and slim. So I was like, nah, I can't mess with that.
So, what do you think like back in I say 2000, from 2000 to maybe 2005, 4 or 5, when the jersey thing was at its highest. All
See,
of a sudden, it died out.
that was an exciting time for me because I always been into jerseys, and when I started seeing all these throwback jerseys, with Fabulous and watching every music video, everybody, it was a trend. You know what I'm saying? And I fell in love with it even harder because there's jerseys I could get. Like my two first Mitchell and Ness jerseys I ever bought authentic wise, because I had to learn through the process which was authentic, was fake. I learned the hard way. But
hey, I did the same thing with shoes. So
yeah. So yeah, you have to go through the process when you see other people. Like wait a minute, why is my stitch and his is like screened on? Like that doesn't make sense. But was Johnny Unitas Colts jersey and the Jim Browns jersey. I think those are the most two classic Mitchell Ness jerseys of all time. And
they long sleeve?
The long sleeve
joint. They just the
long sleeve Jim Brown with the 32 and the 32 in the back, and the clean white Johnny Unitas Colts jersey. It was Baltimore. Right. It was just the cleanest jersey. And I think the best jersey, one of my favorite jerseys of all time, is the Alex English Denver Nuggets rainbow jersey, the blue one. Yeah, that to me, that's one of the greatest jerseys of all time, man. Just the cut of it, the color scheme is just amazing, man.
Now, what I was saying was from like 2000 to like maybe 2004 or 5, when the jersey scene was at its highest, and then all of a sudden it died out. What made the jersey thing come back now?
The thing is different now, because that's like 4 years ago. I saw the little, it started peaking again as far as people wearing jerseys, but the only difference, people were wearing them like wife beaters, man. They were really tight. This time around, they were like, before people would have the jerseys up to their knees.
So they went back
with the long white tees with the Air Force Ones and stuff like now. When I see people wearing jerseys now, I'm not knocking everybody's style because everybody has their own trends throughout the years.
Right.
Like, because back in the day, people already looked at us like, why are you wearing them baggy ass jeans? Now it's like, why are they wearing them skinny ass jeans? So exactly. Like when I see my nephews and stuff like that, like I don't like, oh, why are you wearing that? Like this is their thing, this is their era, this is what they wear. But nowadays, just the jerseys are tighter, they're slimmer, they're more slim. Nowadays I gotta size up just to wear my size because everything's just slim. But seeing it, I don't think it's back full like it was before. I think Mitchell Ness is reaching with a lot of things they're doing now with like jerseys with like lightning bolts and flowers and. Like I don't want to see a Patrick Ewing jersey with flowers and floral. I think they kind of like are going with the trend, with the sneaker trend. Like
right.
That's what they're gonna do. I think that's where Mitchell and Ness got lost. I lost with Mitchell and Ness because they just got away from like just taking a jersey and looking at the materials, looking at the cut, how they're so really supposed to be. I feel like all the jerseys are just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. They're all shaped the same way. Because, like the Alex English jersey is cut just different from any other jersey because it looks like you could just wear that on the court. All the jerseys that Mitchell Ness is coming out with now is just copy and paste. And now they're just doing all this extra stuff with lightning bolts and flowers and all crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? They had a freaking they just came out with a Slam collaboration with what's his name? Iverson. Slam cover on a jersey. I'm like, that's to me. It looks that's funny to me.
That's way too much.
They got away from
a jersey.
Yeah, so they do a lot of crazy stuff. So that's why I kind of pushed away from any of the new stuff they have. It's on eBay. You can find gems that I couldn't find back in the day because people just get rid of them because people saying they're too big now. But you could just customize them, not customize them, but get them tailored. But
okay, I'm gonna ask you this. And this is good. This goes for both of y'all. If you had one jersey that you can get that's all-time favorite jersey, no matter the sport, what team and who, meaning the player, would it be? I'm gonna go to Hop first.
Oh, I already said the one earlier. It would have to be a Barron's Jordan jersey. Because I'm from Alabama for one, and Jordan, this I can see how Fat Boy's looking at me. He's like, really, Jordan? Jordan was my favorite player of all time. You know what I mean? honestly, man, like when Jordan stopped playing, I kind of like didn't even really want to watch basketball no more. And I hated that he came back with the Wizards. But baseball was that's what I played back in the day. So I kind of gravitate more to baseball jerseys. So if I could get me a Birmingham Barons Jordan jersey, I would be good.
Okay. Would it be the home or the away?
It really don't matter.
It's got to be.
I could go with either one.
So,
You got to be the who?
it's got to be the white jersey.
Uh-oh.
That would have been the white Barons jersey. I just dope.
Was it white or gray?
The white?
They had a white one, or they had a gray one and a white one.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would be yours? I know you said
I think
Johnny
they had a gray
United.
one and a white one.
Well, for me,
So,
like I got to give you the sport, because if it was basketball, it'll be the Mark Price Cavaliers, like the spray paint, the paint splatter jersey, the one when Sean Kemp was there. You know they
You talking about the one that had the shark teeth on it?
the shark teeth on it. They call it paint splatter. They call it paint splatter. But I would do a Mark Price white jersey of that. Football has got to be Deion Sanders rookie red jersey, which is one of my favorite jerseys from 1989. And baseball, I love the burgundy Mike Schmidt Phillies jersey, the burgundy
Phillies jersey. Yeah. I like it with the baby blue on it.
I like just the all burgundy with the white trim on the side.
Mike
And,
Schmidt, he went back real with the Mike Schmidt.
Yeah, with the Mike Schmidt burgundy, the burgundy joints are just fire to me. And with hockey, I got to go with Grant Fuhrer, Edmonton Oilers blue jersey, Edmonton Oilers jersey. I gotta give you 4 sports, man, because when you're a jersey collector, I know it's hard. Like some people will be like, being a jersey head, real jersey head, you can't be biased, because you have to, like, if I wear a jersey, you are a fan of the. I'm like, nah, man, I just like this jersey. I like the style. So every time I wear something that a sport team that people hate, they're like, oh, why you like that team? I was like, nah, man, I'm just a jersey head.
Yeah, you just like what you like.
Yeah,
it ain't necessarily got to be the team.
Right. Except for Michigan, of course, because they ain't never seen me in Michigan.
I feel the same way about Ohio State now.
Hey, man.
You know how it is.
The hate is mutual, man.
Exactly. For me,
now back when I was in high school, hold on, Black, my bad. Back when I was in high school, I did have an uncle send me a hockey jersey. There wasn't nobody up on them hockey jerseys back then. I had a Buffalo Sabres jersey. It was white, blue, and yellow, and I don't have no idea what I did with that jersey. But
everybody I'm in the 90s when rappers were rocking hockey jerseys, like with Snoop rocking the Pittsburgh Penguins jersey, and there was a hockey trend for like a good season. Like a lot of West Coast people were rocking hockey jerseys, man. So yeah, my bad. Go ahead, Black. What would be your jersey? So
Michigan Chris
for
Webber.
me, football would be the creamsicle Steve Young Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey.
I had that jersey like 4 times, man.
Hey, man, well, you just should at least gave me one of them, man.
I think the more I had a size 60 to 56 and 50, the more I kept losing weight, the more I kept selling it. So I'm looking for my size now. It's one of my all-time grails.
Either that one or the Doug Williams. Either one, I'm good. Hockey, well, I would need to get the Red Wings.
Red Wings.
I love that Red Wings logo.
Tupac spin.
I love that when it's spin. Yeah. Where we at in baseball? I would like to get I want the Atlanta Braves when they had that baby blue, old style.
Dale Murphy.
Negro days.
Yeah, it was baby blue, and they actually had the Indian head on it, screaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one I would like to have. And in basketball, which I left at last because this is me. To me, it's my all-time favorite. The 1990-91 season, Either one, Drazen Petrovic for the New Jersey Nets or Kenny Anderson. You give me that New Jersey Nets, that fade gradient.
Yeah, they call
jersey.
it that. They call it a tie-dye chlorine joint.
I could never find that Dan Mitchell and Ness comes out with, and it's $300.
Yeah, of course, it's $300. Yeah.
I'm like, the one that I want, I got the hat. I just need the damn jersey.
Yeah,
I mean, I would get it though.
I never thought they came out with that jersey. That jersey came out really good.
I forgot to get it too. I do have that. I do got the Atlanta Braves Dale Murphy one. It just don't have his name and number on the back.
Dale Murphy,
yeah.
That's the one where it has Atlanta spelled out
in cursive. Yeah, it's in cursive. Yeah. And it's in like a royal blue. The jersey is baby blue. That's the one I thought you was talking about.
No, I want the one with the actual Brave, the guy's head on it. Yeah, and he's like screaming.
Wasn't
he's
that
yelling
days? Wasn't that? Or did Hank Aaron have the tomahawk on the jersey?
Hank Aaron, he went through all the phases of Atlanta Braves basically. Yeah. He started off with the screaming India.
That's one I would like to have. Now, granted, Hank Aaron is from my hometown. I mean, I'm not trying to throw any salt or anything on that man's name, but he doesn't even claim this city for some reason. I don't know why, but hey.
What state you live in again?
I stay in Alabama.
Alabama. Oh, yeah, you're from Alabama too. Okay.
He lives in Atlanta. He claims Atlanta, but he's from here. They even had the minor league team.
Yeah, they had his
minor league team, right? They named the stadium after him, and they brought his childhood home that he grew up in. They uprooted that house and brought it to the stadium and made a museum.
Nah, and he doesn't rep Alabama. I didn't even know he was from Alabama.
He doesn't rep
Alabama.
He doesn't rep him at all.
I've been to Mobile, Alabama. I was in the military. They had like their own version of the Mardi Gras down there.
What you mean our own version? We're the originator.
Oh, my bad.
We're the originator.
Look,
don't get cut on your first live, man.
Hey, Fat Boy, Fat Boy ain't doing too good. First of all, he said he hates Michigan. Now he's saying got a fake Mardi Gras.
I've never been to Alabama. Like we had like people on the ship from Alabama. So, they're having like a Mardi Gras thing. I was like, all right, this is cool. I had a blast. But if you take a wrong turn down that street, it was like gun store, liquor store. I'm like, damn.
So, you came down here?
Yeah, I was in Mobile. I like when in the Navy. When I was in the Navy, our ship ported there, and we were like invited there for some reason, and then we was in the, what do you guys call it? What's the Mardi Gras called over there in Alabama?
It's called Mardi Gras.
It's called Mardi Gras, yeah. So Mardi Gras in Mobile, Alabama. But I don't want to disrespect anybody from Alabama or anything like that.
No, I'm just saying, a lot of people, they think because of Mardi Gras, they think of New Orleans first.
That's why I thought
they think of New Orleans first. New Orleans, they perfected it because of the the party atmosphere, but Mobile is the originators and it's more of a family orient type deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah. So that's the only time I only been to Mobile, Alabama. That's my experience. Mardi Gras.
When was this though?
This was like 2002, 2003, around there.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
That was right before I got to Pensacola. I'm in Pensacola, right down the street from Mobile. So you said you was in the Navy, right?
Yeah, I was in the Navy. We were stationed in Virginia, and we just went down there for some reason.
They got a pretty big Navy base over here.
NES.
Yeah.
Pensacola NES.
Yeah, that's where the Blue Angels fly out of. This is like the home of the Blue Angels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, we at 49. So, what point that you start really getting into the Ewing phase or the Ewing collection?
Always been a Ewing guy, man. But as far as when they came back in 2012, forget about it. I was all in 2012 when the brand came back out. And through Nike Talk, there was a big trend on Nike Talk about Ewings. I used to stay on that all the time. And then the owner now, Dave Goldberg, he's the one that his story is dope. He's the one that pushed to bring the brand back. and I actually went to the headquarters like 2 years ago. It's just I heard the story behind, you know, how the brand got back up and stuff like that, because, you know, the Ewing was with Adidas, and he left them, and they convinced him to have his own brand, and the brand was popping back in 89, 90, 91. Those years, it was a big thing in the hip hop, especially in the Northeast. It was really big. And I guess people were backdooring a lot of shady stuff was going on behind Ewing's back. He got turned off by it. He just deaded the brand. So it wasn't one of those things that the brand just faded out. Ewing ended the brand because of just
shady stuff. Before you take money out of my pocket, I'm gonna end it, right?
People were just, you know, doing some shady stuff. And
right.
You know, with Dave Goldberg and a couple more people, they convinced Ewing and his people to bring the brand back, and that's when, you know, all these brands were coming back. You know, in 2012, and it was really popping at its peak. And when the Ewings came back out, I was all in, and people were lining up for Ewings, and there was camp outs. The first time I ever camped out for a sneaker, I camped out twice. I camped out for the Mutombos, and then I camped out for the Ewings when they first came out.
Let me ask you this. Okay, 2012, we're going to 2012. What made, if you know, whatever information you have to share with us, who got the ball rolling on bringing the brand back, and what made them bring the brand back?
Like, I don't know the full details, so I don't want to, like, you know, misquote or say the story's wrong. But Dave Goldberg, he got in contact with Patrick Ewing's agent, I believe, and they have a meeting. And Dave Goldberg's video about this Ewing, his Ewing collection, it's the best Ewing collection I've ever seen in my life, which he posted a lot on the trends on Nike Talk. And I guess he had a duffel bag, an old throwback Ewing Athletics duffel bag with a bunch of his collection. You know, he went to this meeting with Ewing and his owner, Ewing and his agent. He put all his original sneakers on the table. He told him he's about this. He's not just a person trying to make, you know, money off Ewing's back, but he's really about this life. And Ewing saw it, and he gave him the green light to bring back the brand. So that's the story I know. So
okay, in your opinion, okay, you said that Ewing gave him the green light to do it.
Yeah,
right. To bring the brand.
Yeah.
So is Ewing name on it? Did Ewing, you know, did he invest in it? Or is just you?
The thing is, I believe, like I said, I'm not going to talk for the brand because, you know, I don't know all the details. From what I heard, like, Ewing has his people, and everything needs to go through him first before he signed with Georgetown. Now that he's signed with Georgetown, he can't do anything with the brand as far as like wearing the brand and stuff like that, because Georgetown is a Jordan brand. So I think he gave up. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the details. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I believe that he needed to give his rights to somebody else for the brand to continue going forward. But obviously, Ewing can't wear his own brand because he's got to wear Jordans, stuff like that. So yeah, so like all these ideas when they first came out went through how to first get approved through the Ewing brand people. So Ewing was involved. Yeah, you saw me when he was coaching with the Hornets. He was wearing Ewings left and right. He's wearing his own brand, which is pretty dope.
So, with all the Ewings that has been released, do you think that they are bastardizing or overproducing the Ewing 33 high model itself?
They actually slowed down this year with the 33 high. The same thought that you had, a lot of the Ewing heads have, like, we want to see other models.
Exactly.
Like, different colorways and stuff like that. So I think this year they really focused on the Sport Light, which is more of a lighter shoe. I think it's more people relate with were wearing better because people just think the 33 high is too bulky, which is a bulky sneaker. It looks bulky, but it doesn't feel bulky. You know, to me, it feels light. I'm 6'1", so sneaker just feels like a regular sneaker. But a lot of people that are shorter and stuff like that, They just think it's like you're wearing a boot. But I think this year they went really hard with the Sport Light, which is more like a running type sneaker, even though it's still kind of like still bulky to other people compared to how runners are nowadays. But I see the brand going towards that direction. They kind of moved away from the 33 high. They re-retroed the retros. So that's what they've been doing, just bringing back some of the old colorways from 2012 and 2013, which is pretty dope.
Okay, that's good. Two-part question. If you had one Ewing model that you would love to see retro again, or any kind of collaboration, what would it be in your opinion for you?
For me, I would just see. I might say the sneaker people will not know what it is. Oh, to me, it would be the Ewing SWOT. It's one of my favorite Ewing models. I don't see it happening because you already, if people know people that know the sneaker industry, just to get a mold of a sneaker and get into different sizes, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that.
Yeah.
And to me, it would be a dope sneaker to see the Ewing SWOT. You're gonna have to Google it to see how it looks.
I already know.
Yeah, 90s straps in the 90s was the shit back in the day. So I love that model, love that shoe. What
colorway?
The white and black, white sneaker with the black trimmings and the gum bottom. It's just a simple colorway. Just my bad. I'm sorry. I'm kind of, did I lose you here?
No, we still
you're good. You're good.
I'm just just give me a second. I'm sorry. I kind of like blacked out real quick.
That's that knockout blow Michigan gonna give to Ohio State.
Come on. That's just my internet, man. That's that dial-up. Somebody picked up the phone.
You said in the fax too. You said in the fax
funny,
too.
Yeah, I'm saying, some people might not even get that joke. That's crazy. I'm just trying to find something real quick. I'm sorry.
No, you good, man. You good.
All right.
Just you are, to me, you're the guy that pretty much put Ewing brand in the eyes of a lot of people. You brought a lot of the people together that rock with Ewings, and when you brought them together, man, you made this big platform. And when you made this big platform, you came out with a dope sneaker for the masses, a collaboration. You want to talk about that?
That's a blessing, man. I would never thought. Like I said,
How did that happen?
Building that relationship. Like I was just a guy that loves Ewings and will post Ewings and will talk about Ewings. And I wanted to, who's that?
No, this is Mello.
Oh, I'm gonna say, is that Iverson or no? Oh, never mind. Anyways, so building that relationship, going to events. The first time I ever met David and the Ewing people, Ewing family, was at the Anthony Mason Knicks event, and that's where I met Dave. I introduced myself, and it was crazy because they knew who I was.
Wow. And
this whole Ewing squad thing started from a group chat on IG. There was 6 of us. We loved Ewings, and we would start chatting like a trend through IG messaging, and it went for months. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start a Facebook group because there's got to be more of us like us that love Ewings. And I started, I called it Ewing Squad 33. I started it. We started off with like 12 people, like in a month, and within a year, right now we're up to like 7.3 thousand members.
Wow.
Which to me is huge because this is a small lane. This is not Nike. This is not Jordan. This is not big brand. But to have 7.3 thousand people that have the same passion of Ewings as me is dope. And the people there are amazing. You know what I'm saying? There's, like I said, I appreciate everybody that's on Ewing Squad, because a lot of people from the outside looking in are looking at us like, why are you wearing Ewings? Those sneakers are ugly. Those sneakers are bulky. Ewings are cheap and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's whatever. Like, we have our lane. We have people that post pictures every day We get excited about all the new Ewing release. We give each other information. We sell and trade with each other, stuff like that. We have our own small lane. You know what I'm saying? Ewing SWOT all day, man. So to build that up and to see the Ewing family see us and they look at our page and they appreciate what we do, and they gave me the opportunity to have a collaboration, and they said, whatever model, whatever I want to do, just go for it. And I didn't want it to be personal to me. I didn't want it to be a ThrowbacKing sneaker. I wanted it to be a Ewing SWOT sneaker. And they said, pick a model, whatever colorway, whatever I want. I had to go with the 33 high because that's what started it all. And I wanted to go with a classic white leather Knicks color. And I just wanted to reverse my favorite sneaker, which is the 33 high, which I got a tattoo of the original Knicks colorway. And I know it's not the biggest creative colorway, but I wanted something to represent that, my favorite sneaker. And all I did was reverse the colorway, made that orange pop a little bit better, and people loved it. I wanted something that you could wear all the time, because some certain sneakers, like I didn't want it to go flash with all these crazy colors and something like you can't wear every day. So, but with the Ewing SWOT sneakers, all you need is anything with a Knicks jersey, anything with a Mets jersey, anything with an Oilers jersey, like anything blue, you can just rock it. And it's a clean.
You can actually wear it with Auburn.
Yeah, you could wear it with Auburn.
Auburn though.
But I wanted something simple and classic. I didn't want something crazy. And when I saw the sample, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm not an athlete. I'm not a YouTube star, one of these big YouTube names. I'm just a dude that loves sneakers and that love Ewings, and I have a passion for it. And the brand saw that in me, that I was real about the brand. And like I said, on Instagram, I have 1,200 followers. I'm not a big Instagram person, but it's dope that the brand saw the passion I had for the sneakers and the love I have for it, and they gave me the opportunity. I'm forever grateful for that opportunity, because we're the first. We make sneaker history. Nobody can ever take that away from us, hands down. No brand has ever given a page on Facebook their own collaboration.
Exactly.
And I'm forever grateful for that. I don't care 10 years from now, if whatever, they can never take that sneaker away from me. We're part of sneaker history. The Ewing SWOT sneaker is part of history.
And to me, that's the thing. You got to think about it. All these shoes that come out, whether it's Jordan, Yeezys, or whatever, you're going to have your hype sneakers that everybody gravitate to. Right. But see, the thing is with yours came with passion. Your passion showed when you made this group. You didn't make a group full of hype beasts. No. A group full of passionate people that was passionate about one brand, Ewing brand, Patrick Ewing. And like I said, when I started being a Patrick Ewing fan in 1989,
right? Because
everybody was either a Jordan fan, a Barkley fan, a Magic fan. I started with Patrick Ewing because Patrick Ewing was like that. I wouldn't say he was a outcast, but he was a player that people kind of was like, oh, that's just Patrick Ewing. I mean, he still got numbers, but he wasn't like that big mega superstar like Jordan or Magic. So I was like, you know what? And I like the colors. My favorite colors are blue and orange anyway. Yeah. So that's the reason why I went with them. And from that point, when I saw the 33 high in that blue suede, white and orange, I was done.
Right.
I was done.
Yeah, the first time I ever seen the Ewings was because I'd never seen a sneaker with a full name on it. I was like, yo, it says Ewing really big on that. So when I was a kid, to me, the Ewing on the back was huge. When I saw it on the window, I was like, man, Ewing, that's crazy. Like how big his name is on the back. I just thought I was really dope. I never had Ewings as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I was that Payless, grew up with Payless and stuff like that. That was, everybody's sneaker sob story. I grew up with the Payless.
We had a few people back in high school that had the Ewings. We actually had a store. It was called On Time Fashion. They had all kind of flavors in Ewings back in the day. I mean, like this was, back in like the 90s.
When it's around 91, 92, they started flooding the market with different Ewing brands, and they were going crazy with Ewing hiking, Ewing runners, Ewing golf shoes. Just trust me, if you go through the archives, you would see things that you would never think. That
Yeah.
Ewing had some like Chuck Taylors. If it's crazy, the archives is amazing. Like I've seen the archives. I've seen, you know, being a Ewing head, like I've seen everything that Ewing has come out with, and it doesn't surprise me. So they even sponsored a soccer team in Europe, the Ewing Athletics, which had they had their Ewing logo on it and everything like that. They're really putting the brand out a lot.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. For sure.
We got a question in the chat from OG. He said, will you have a chance to do another collab?
I wish, man. I threw my idea out there. I believe they're moving to another direction, but I still wanted to be that bridge between true Ewing sneaker fans and the brand. You know, I felt like I was that bridge with my relationship with the brand and stuff like that. You know, doing Ewing videos and stuff like that with my brother, and you know, just anything to do to promote the brand, because I wanted to be part of keeping the brand alive, because this brand, speaking to the owner, this brand wasn't supposed to last more than 2 years. And we're already, how many years this is 2012. So a lot of brands don't survive them. But like right now they're moving to a different direction. They're doing a lot of collaborations, but there's a lot of dope stuff that's coming out that I've seen is just amazing. They're giving collabs to people that you normally, a normal brand with, like, you know, Noriega with Big Pun and EPMD, just like stuff that I grew up with, which is really dope to see these artists have their own collaborations. Cormega,
A lot of New York hip hop, huh?
Yeah, but they also had they came out with the Tupac what was it? My mind just went blank.
All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, the All Eyes on Me but they couldn't get the Tupac name, so they went with they had the Death Row collaboration.
Okay, that's how the Death Row came about.
Yeah, the Death Row. Yeah.
So they got two, or they got one.
They have
Death Row.
The one, there's one that's coming out that I think at Complex they displayed. It's a white and blue one.
White and blue, yeah.
Blue that they displayed. I think that should be coming out sometime this year, or not next year.
But did they wear Ewings?
Tupac wore Ewings in one concert.
Okay.
He wore the black. That's why when they came out with the
black and white ones.
The black and white ones. That was to play. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't Death Row. It was the group he was with.
Outlaws.
Outlaws. Yeah. That's why it was black and white. I seen the sample version, but I guess they didn't really have the rights to Tupac's name, so they couldn't use the Tupac All Eyes on Me version. So they went with the Outlaws route. Then after that, the Death Row came out, and then have you seen the white and blue Death Rows that should be coming out next year?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
I've seen those. Well, man, this has been a dope conversation.
I got one question for him real quick.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I just got one question. I know Ewing is your thing, but other than Ewings, what would be your next favorite shoe?
My all-time favorite shoe over the Ewings is the red tip Reebok Questions, which I have that tattooed on my arm here. You can see that. So that was forever. That was my first love. That was my first time I looked at a sneaker and was like, I need those. Like, I really know these in my collection. And before that, it was the I don't know if you remember the Hershey Hawkhead Filas. That was just my shit. And Grant Hill Filas. I was a big Grant Hill guy. And then Iverson just took over when he was playing for Georgetown and that whole squad. And when he went to the 76ers and I saw his commercials, Reebok commercial.
Did you pick up that new Iverson that came out? The
double cross.
I refuse to get it, man.
Really?
To me, like, I went crazy. I do on YouTube. I have a Reebok Question collection. I used to buy every colorway when they were hard to get. When they started flooding once again, when Reebok came back hard, like 5 years ago, when they were coming out with Reeboks left and right with the Kamikazes and the DMXs and the freaking Emmitt Smiths and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they just kept coming out with the Reebok Question with the braid and the Reebok Question with this. And they were going OD on the Reebok Question. That's kind of like But you know how Jordan does, like, oh, he wore a furry jacket. Let's make a furry Jordan. Like that's what they were doing with Iverson, and it completely turned me off. When I saw them do a braid on a Reebok question, I was like, a cornrow. I was like, I'm done. Like I can't, like, because before we had these classic. I had like, you know, the Crown Royal Reebok questions were amazing. The you know what I'm saying, like the All-Star before the retro, the yellow and blue All-Stars, the one that he was supposed to wear when the All-Star was in Golden State. He thought they were ugly. He didn't like them, so they never came. He never wore them. He wore the white and black ones because every Reebok question had a story back then. But now it's like it's become it's not even creative. They're coming out. It's a blue tip.
They reaching too much.
Yeah, it's a blue tip and a red tip. Like I know the other models are not as popular.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, like they're reaching. Like that's not creative to me. They try to give Iverson a new sneaker. It's just Reebok is not executing it at all. That Reebok question is saving him, as far as saving the brand, basically. To me personally, the basketball brand. Because when we started coming out with all these Reebok, remember they tried to update the Reebok question with a new one, but the sneakers were horrible. So I just stick to the red tip, blue tip. And I'm done. That's it. That's all I need in my life, man. I have.
They don't even come with the real hexalite on the sides anymore. Anyway,
it's fake. It's fake.
Yeah, it's like plastic with painted on. It's not the same.
What was that?
96 pair, the one with the striped rope laces. I want a 96 pair. Obviously, I can't wear them because it will crumble. But that's my Grail sneaker of all time. I recently got, I ain't recently, but years ago, I got my other Grail, which, like I said, I think Black, you understand, was the Georgetown Terminator High was my ultimate Grail. And when I got that sneaker, I'm never going to wear it. It's dead stock, but it's just one of those sneakers I love to have because that's something that represents Georgetown, represents Ewing, and represents that 83 championship, 83, 84. Championship. So, and besides that, my Grail would be that Reebok question 96 pair with the candy stripe laces, which a lot of people forget that those laces were candy stripe, the first OG pair.
Okay, let me say this then, since you were talking about Iversons before we get up out of here. The Iverson that eludes me, and I told Hop this, and I actually showed it to him. You might not like it, but I think it's a dope pair, and I think it was a dope executed pair. It's the day in Philly with the actual pump on the tongue.
Oh, okay. No, which one are you talking about? The gray one?
The gray one, yes.
The gray one.
I love that shoe, man.
Not a fan, bro. No.
I said you might not like it, but I love that shoe, man. Now the one that came out
with the Kamikaze, I was like, "What's going on, man?"
Yeah, they mixed the pump with the Kamikaze for the Twilight Zones.
The Twilight Zone,
yeah, because they actually had like the Twilight Zone hang tag on the side of it.
Did that pump actually work on the Reebok question?
I don't know. I never had one.
I'm telling you, that's when I started to fall off. The last Iverson I needed to buy. I bought two that I needed in my collection. Was the retirement one with the jersey the jersey on the inside. I bought the Packers shoe. Like, this is the dumbest shit I ever did. I bought the Packers set with the LeBron and Kobe. I bought it on pre-sale, so I'll pay like $600 for the pack. Because this is when all the hype. I was like, yo, I need this pair. I thought I wasn't gonna get it, but they sold out. But then they started restocking. Now you can get them for like $80. But that's like, and then the other one was the burgundy and gold one, the gold and burgundy with the gold burgundy.
That was St. Benedict, I believe, high school.
Yeah. But who wore it in college? It was Cleese, right? Martin Cleese from he wore them
from Michigan State.
Yeah. I think they were trying to. I think they wanted to promote that, so they gave it the high school thing because Cleese,
which I hate.
Yeah, because Cleese wore that in Michigan State.
That whole team wore the Iversons then, didn't they? The green toes.
Yeah, and then and then the whole McDonald's All American was always sponsored by Reebok. They'll always wear they will always wear Reebok questions. That's what I always love that.
But you know, you can't do a Reebok question in the battle because they retired that shoe, right?
Who retired that shoe?
They retired that shoe. You can't bring out an Iverson no more. Just like people bring out 11s, Jordan 11, you can't bring out an Iverson. It's totally retired. Bro.
My thing, the battle I want to do with you has got to be between it's got to be like 80s and 90s, man. But no Nikes, man. No Nikes, because you would kill me with the 80s and Nikes.
I got you, man. Like I said, I'm diverse, man. I do it. I do a little bit of everything, man. I go back and get stuff I like, man.
Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me. The BKs, and you already know I mess with the troops and all that stuff, man.
Okay, I see that they're coming out with the Cobra Highs.
Bro, I check every day. I can't wait. The thing is, it's crazy. I get excited about that. That's what I get excited for. And when I wear them, nobody know what the hell I'm wearing. The people think they see the Cobra like troops. And they're like, what the hell is that? I'm like, bro, I think that's fresh.
What I would love for them to do, which I know they're probably not gonna do it, is I want them to put that cooling system.
That's not gonna
I know it's not, but why though?
Because you do know that David he owns Ewing Athletics and Troops and Chalkline
and who
and Chalkline jackets.
What about Fila?
Chalkline.
No, not Fila. Fila is a distributor, like they the boxes and I think that's right. So that's why you kind of see the pictures and stuff like that. It kind of looks like a feline. I say felines. I don't say fila. Felines. So yeah.
Real quick question. Now you said that same guy owns Chalkline jackets too. Are they bringing those back?
Oh, they're back. That's their moneymaker right there. I was just wearing one. My Chalkline collection is. I'm a huge Chalkline guy, and they've been getting a lot of new how you call it? When people get trademarks and stuff like that, they got Nickelodeon now. They have they got WWE. They got the NFL players, but they got the NFL players a situation, but they don't got the NFL. So they're making jackets, but they can't show NFL logos on it. So they do it they're kind of getting creative with it. But if they ever get the NFL license, forget it. It's over, man.
Man, I would love to have that old Jordan Chalkline jacket where it had the big print on the back. Oh man, that was.
Oh, you can find those. You can find those on eBay all the time, man.
Yeah, I've seen them. I just ain't seen them in Fat Boy sizes. They ain't got no Fat Boy sizes. Yeah.
Trust me, an XL runs like a medium. Chalkline jacket.
Was good, Shoe Freak. We sitting here talking about we talked about the battle a little bit, Shoe Freak. So whenever I guess how we gonna do it, is it gonna be live? Let us know in the chat.
If it's gonna be live. I'd rather go live than record time. Because I already know the thing is what's his name? I just subscribed to him to the Milwaukee.
Yeah.
He seems like he doesn't know me. Like he was like, forget it. Like I already got a disadvantage. Because they know you, they know you're there. Like they don't know me. I'm just the dude coming out the bench, man.
Nah, man. Like I said, man, I told him last night. I said, nah.
And they gotta be wearable, though, right? That's the rule. They have to be wearable.
Well, that was his rule for the '90s challenge.
We gotta say wearable because you gonna break out some shit.
He said it can be live, man.
All right, cool.
It can be. We'll just do it on his channel.
That's what's up.
And we'll just kind of see exactly when we want to do it. Like, would it be a good free time for you to do it?
Just let me know. Just give me the heads up. I'll make sure I make the time.
I can't wait to see this one.
I'm telling you,
I can't wait to see this.
Why he got it, but I just want to come in just hold my own for a little bit.
No Ewings.
No Ewings. I'm good. No, the thing is, I'm battling everybody else. Because if I bring out something, the thing is, when me and you go at it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I want when they're having that argument about. It's about the model. It's about the model. It's not about the history of it. And it does have to do with that whole argument about the Larry Johnson.
Right.
I'm like, bro, the whole time you was calling the sneaker the Larry. You wasn't calling it the Aero James. You was calling them the Larry Johnsons. They were called the Larry Johnsons because that's all you know about the sneaker. Exactly. If Larry Johnson was a whack player, if this was a whack ass dude and the sneakers came out, nobody would have bought them. They're dope.
We call them grandmama. That's what we call them.
Yeah, the grandma. That's what I'm saying, but that's the way you know the sneaker. If I say somebody, yo, you got the new Aero James, and they're like, what are you talking about? The grandmama's. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So history, it does matter. It's not about the silhouette itself, because sometimes the player, it's like, you know, come on, you telling me Yeezys are dope? Yeezys are not dope. Yeezys just
they're not dope.
Exactly. That model's not dope. It's just a hype thing. So I think history does play a role. History has to play a role in it, no matter what.
Well, you know, that's also just like when people say, like, you know, if you, to me, and I know Black probably feels the same way, you know, there's some shoes that have sentimental value to me. There's a story that goes along with shoes. So, I mean, I've heard people say stories don't matter with shoes. They do matter.
Yeah.
They do matter. There's a reason why you love this shoe. There's a reason why something made you was in this shoe, or you remember who was in that shoe and what they did when you was a kid, and that would be something that you would remember, and it would bring those memories back. You'd be like, man, I got to get this shoe right here just for nostalgia purposes. And their shoes, like the Bread 4 is my favorite. Well, the Black Cement 4 is my favorite shoe of all time. You know what I mean? And I have a pair that I wear and a pair that I don't wear. And I probably won't ever wear that pair that I have set up, just for the simple fact, just like you said about that Iverson. You said if you got that Iverson, you would just set it up. You wouldn't even wear it. I mean, there's a reason why you feel that way.
Right.
So you can't sit there and tell me that shoes, a story with a shoe doesn't mean anything. Just like y'all saying the history does mean something.
Right.
Those commercials back in the day meant something. And shoot, man, there's times where I go back and just look at them old school commercials. Just for that reason.
Being a child back then, or being that age back then, was like, man, you experienced so much in that era, from like mid 80s to like the mid 90s.
It's crazy because when you're living through it, you're not thinking about that at all.
No.
The thing is, like, all we have is our memories and reminisce about it. Dang, I remember this. I remember everybody says the East Bay magazine. I always remember the back of the Slam magazine. That's where you get the latest to me with the dopest pictures, with the back of the Slam magazine and the East Bay magazine and all this stuff. I was like, and the thing at the time, I wasn't thinking about that. But now we look back, I was like, man, it was simple. Now it's like I could reminisce about a sneaker right now, go on eBay and cop it. You know, that's crazy. I could do that nowadays. But
no more the comfort of home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I love the commercials, man. I used to love sneaker commercials. Were always my favorite.
And that's the thing with the commercials. It's like that was our internet back then. That was our release date. That showed us what was coming out next, because the commercial came out before the shoe came out.
To me, I used to love Fila commercials. I think Fila commercials have the ones. Nike, yeah, of course, it's gonna trump everything. But Fila at their peak when they had the Jerry Stackhouse, was one of my favorite Filas of all time. With Jerry Stackhouse, Grant Hill, Hershey Hawkins, and when they were coming out with that whole with Jamal Mashburn, they were just killing it. They were killing it.
Did you like Kevin Johnson's Felines?
Who?
Kevin Johnson.
The Kevin Johnson, when they came back, they retroed them perfectly, man. But I had to get rid of this. They ran a little small. I love the Kevin Johnson. I don't like the big patch, but that's what makes it. That's what makes it so.
That makes it.
Yeah, make it 90s. Those big patch, anything with the strap. The Kevin Johnson's Converse with the strap. That was just amazing.
The running slams, man. They need to come out with those. The running slams, they need to come out with those, man.
That's the thing. Like I feel like I have a disadvantage, not because of you, because of the people that are voting. Because it's one of those things. Is like if I broke out a troop, people are just like, "What the fuck?" All right, like nobody will have a history with the troop. I have a history with it.
And see, that's the reason why this right here. That's the reason why this right here is so. It's kind of important, so you can school people on stuff like that. That's why I'm saying this battle right here is going to be epic to me.
Right.
And so is this podcast. This podcast will be epic. Mark my word. I'm not trying to be braggadocious or nothing like that, but it's just like I said. This is a walk down memory lane, Everything we talked about was everything down memory lane. We're not talking about anything new coming out.
Right.
We're talking about the things that we grew up on. We talked about from commercials all the way to Ewing brand, about throwback jerseys. We talked about a lot of nostalgia stuff, bro. Nothing from this new age.
Right.
And that's how I and Hop want this podcast to be. That way we can bring in the people just like you brought in the people for the Ewing SWOT 33 page on Facebook. Y'all go check that out too.
Yeah, please.
On Facebook. Ewing SWOT 33. I'm plugging you right now.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
But the thing is, you don't have a nostalgia channel out there for people like us.
No.
And that's our lane that's the lane we're trying to stay in. And for those who are still here, and for you, ThrowbacKing, anytime you do anything on Instagram, please hashtag Retro Talk Forum.
Retro Talk Forum.
Mm-hmm.
Got it, man. I got you, man. No, for real. Like this is my lane right here. This podcast. This is something like I would look forward to. Like, man, I want to reminisce. But this is dope, man. I appreciate you having me on, and this is really dope. And it's good to like reminisce and talk. You know, people that grew up in our era, man. It's an amazing era, man. And everything that's coming out now is a product from where we grew up. You know what I'm saying? Where we grew up. So it's only so much you can retro. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I stay with the Ewings. I stay with Troop. I stay with Reebok. I love that lane, man. I love the lane I'm in. You know, I'm not trying to be like everybody. I'm not trying to be a sheep in the game. I want to continue to be a wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, why you talk about Troop? I'm looking for one Troop. It came out in 2008. You actually did a video on it.
I did?
Yes, you did.
2008?
Yeah, you got it from Jimmy Jazz on sale for I think $29.
Oh yeah, you talking about the red joints?
Yes.
The red joints? Yeah. They came back out again, but without that leather material. It's kind of like a synthetic material.
I want that one because of the sole. I like the sole on that one.
The sole, yeah. I know they came out again, but it had a different cut to it. It's weird. It had a higher cut. It's like the first run of Troops, and the first run of Troops that came out on the retro. They used genuine leather. The cut was true to the retro, but now it's like they use synthetic leather and the cut's a little higher, so it's not the same sneaker, and it doesn't have the same gold. It doesn't have that gold stitching on the tongue with the eagle or whatever bird it has on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's cut smaller too because I have to go up a half size for those.
Right. As far as the height, it's cut lower. It's cut more like Air Force One. The newer ones is cut like a bit higher, which I don't really like. So I'm hoping they do justice to the Cobra High. I hope they use good materials on that. I really hope they. I doubt it's gonna be genuine leather or anything like that, but I just hope they just do it justice and give us a good retro, man. Because that's gonna be the first sneaker I've bought in years, not years, but in forever. So I'm looking forward. That's what I'm hyped up for. Some Troop Cobras, man.
I don't know if my local spot them because they still have some of the older models just sitting there, and they
super discounted that.
Yeah, they like. I think they have a few of them like 29, but the ones they got 29 I already got. So I'm trying to get if that Cobra and see they had the that velour suit, the red one, the red joint.
I got the jacket. They run small.
They had that. Yes.
I got a 2X.
I had to go up to a 3X.
Yeah, my 2. I gotta lose a couple more weight, a couple lbs to wear it comfort.
Like no, and then like where I'm at, the jacket was $80 and the pants is $70.
Right.
So
that's a good deal.
When I went back to see if I can kind of like strike a deal with them. Like she was adamant. She was like, "Nah, the boss wants full price for it." I was like, "Baby, this thing been sitting here for a whole year. It's not nobody gonna buy it."
Because they're not going on sale on the website either, man. But on Halloween, everybody was dressed as LL Cool J, so everybody bought them. Bought a lot of those.
Right.
So I bought the leather jacket, and it runs a little stiff, man. So I can't even wear it. So
Okay. Well,
so I try to stay away from the clothes.
we appreciate you for stopping through, man. You know what I mean? On our first run of this retro talk forum, we appreciate you for stopping through. So just shout out your handles to everybody, man, and just tell them where they can find you at.
Well, on Instagram is Fatboy Snacks. It's with a PHAT BOISNACKZ. So you probably not even gonna remember that, but put that somewhere in the description box. Fatboy Snacks on IG, and follow us on Facebook, Ewing Squad 33, as you can see right here. Just Ewing Squad 33. Look it up. Hit the follow, and I'll make sure. If you hit the request, I'll make sure I'll hit you up and stuff like that, man. So, and Kings of Throwbacks, if you're looking for jerseys on Facebook, Kings of Throwbacks, all with a Z at the end, Kings with a Z, Throwbacks with a Z at the end. So, man, I appreciate it. I'm glad this is the first official episode of this.
Yeah. We didn't think it. We were.
Yeah.
We just
it turned into an episode.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad to be part of day one of it. I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate taking the time.
No problem, man. Appreciate you coming through. Go ahead, Hop.
It's Hop Dog. You can find me on IG, HopDog18. Appreciate you coming through, man. Love the conversation, man. I'm definitely gonna find y'all on Facebook because I kind of been getting back into jerseys a little bit. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely gonna look for y'all on Facebook.
Please.
And if y'all like the show, man, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. For those of you that might be coming through, watching it later on, subscribe to Black's channel. We'll be popping up sporadically, you know what I mean, with this retro talk. And once again, man, appreciate you, man. Y'all go make sure you follow Fatboy Snacks on IG. Check him out on YouTube. And that's pretty much it.
All right, this is your boy, Black Ass African. You can find me on IG, Black_AZZ_African. You can also find me with that same handle on YouTube. Check me out. I always do a series called Keeping It OG, strictly for guys like us. So I might come back through and show some nostalgia stuff from yesteryear and run you down memory lane. I'm glad everybody that stopped through in the chat, that came through on this first initial retro talk forum podcast. I thank my guests, Mr. Fatboy Snacks, ThrowbacKing, Ewing Squad 33, all of the above. It was a dope conversation, man. Dope conversation. We got to do this again. And with that being said, y'all stay blessed. Be up. We out. Peace.